Howdy fellow cats, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing with the G36C in Phantom Forces, and we also got ourselves a viewer setup to be playing with as well. However, the viewer setup will come a little bit later on in the video, so stay tuned if you want to see what a viewer has given me to play with. Here's my G36C that is now a HK237C because of my ammo type. We have the .300 conversion, which is basically just a huge upgrade to the G36C, so I highly recommend getting this ammo conversion. And then slapping on green laser, pistol grip, muzzle brake, and reflex sight. That is my entire setup. And this is how my G36C looks. Hopefully you guys think it looks good. Let's go ahead and get into the game. So immediately, the first thing I want to talk about with the G36C is that it's primarily good at one thing, being a PDW. And what I mean by that is basically, it's really good at close range, but it has its issues at longer ranges. So I really recommend medium to close range with this weapon in particular. But this .300 conversion really helps you get that 3-shot kill, and let me tell you, it can really melt at close range. I mean, I didn't even deserve that kill right there, but I got him. And right there, look, you guys can just see that it just melts, absolutely melts at close quarters. Like, no one can really combat me at close quarters because of its fire rate and its damage. And it's just a really solid gun at close quarters and medium quarters. Now, let me actually show you guys a little bit of the stats for it, so that way you guys actually see what I'm talking about here. You have 36 base damage right here, and then 19 damage after the fall off ends, but it doesn't start falling off till roughly around 50 studs. And if you can see right here, it does actually start to fall off at 50 studs, and it ends at 120. So we can work really good with this 36 damage up to 50 studs, because that means that this is a 3-shot kill up to 50 studs. Not to mention, you slap that on to a 750 fire rate and you're really going. So the issues that make this gun not that great at long range are the fact that it doesn't have the greatest recoil spread pattern ever that I've ever seen, and it also not dealing that much damage at long ranges as well. I'm actually doing pretty decent with the G36C so far. I mean, it's to be expected because this map and this setup is actually really solid for the G36C. I'm still running the same loadout altogether though. I'm running Brass Knuckles, G36C, and then my secondary is a Scorpion. So nothing has really changed in my loadouts, but yeah, I obviously change through my primaries whenever I'm going through and talking about them and stuff. So yeah, hello, how you doing? Okay, all right. But yeah, ever since I started using this setup, this has been one of the best setups I've ever had the opportunity to play with. It's actually really good. I feel like I should see this being played with more often, but I really don't. Like, I almost see nobody playing with this G36C setup. And I don't know if it's because it's expensive or something, or if it's just hard to get or something like that as well. I don't know what the reasoning might be, but I feel like this setup needs to be played with more. I want to see more of this because it's literally that good. It's just so good. I'm surprised I don't see more people complaining about it or things like that. I know that people pop off with this gun though. I know that people get like records with this gun even. And look, just the way that I'm able to flick from target to target and just absolutely melt and destroy whoever I want. It's so good. Oh my lord. I'm not gonna lie though either. I actually really like the reload animation. Here's like the normal reload. I love it. I love that reload. If I am able to give you guys a empty reload, I'll show you guys that too. But the reload animations altogether for the G36C are really good. Oh, I didn't mean to get one shot kill right there. Also haven't looked at the penetration depth. I'm assuming that it's also pretty solid. Let's double check to see that penetration depth real quick as well. It has a 1 stud penetration depth, which is actually not that bad either. We also have sight accuracy with 48, which means that we have quite a bit of accuracy, which does tighten up that spread a lot. But let me show you guys the actual full spread and the empty reload as well. Might as well. Here is what the spread looks like from about, I would say this is like medium range. As you can see, it's tight. It kind of stays in at least like a smaller circle, but it's not the best by any means. Not the best. It's really good, just not the best. Which is why it's harder to engage in those long quarter engagements as well. But then again, you guys really shouldn't be using this gun in every single long quarter engagement. Like, don't use it in long range unless you have to, sort of thing. Because you gotta remember, at 120 studs, this thing, it does barely any damage. And not only does it do barely any damage, but you also gotta worry about that spread. Just not a fun time. I thought that person was gonna run to the other side and they decided to come back, so I had to flick over to him. Here's the inspect for it as well. Hopefully you guys like my camo. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the way that I made my gun look. Do you guys think that this is a good look for the G36C, or did I absolutely butcher the way the gun looks? If you guys end up trying my G36C setup, let me know what you guys think as well in the comments below. And if you guys have your own G36C setup as well, let me know what that is too, and I'll give that a look. And if you guys want me to use it in a video sometime, you guys should join the community Discord server and put it in the loadout suggestions or the setup suggestions, and I might end up using it in a video. I don't know what you were doing up there, sir. I really do enjoy using the brass knuckles as well, just because of that 17.5 walk speed with it. If you guys didn't know, the brass knuckles are the fastest melee in the game, meaning that you guys should pick this up if you want to switch to your melee to run around the map a little bit faster, and then you guys can like quickly swap over to your primary when you get into an engagement. But don't aim like I just did right there, because then you won't kill anything. You know, I really am curious. I really am curious to see what you guys think of this setup, and curious to see if you guys have your own setup, or if it's the same. Let me know that too. That'd be interesting. I really do like this map. The mall revamp map is a really good map. It also goes really well with the G36C as well. So if you guys end up using the G36C, the close quarter maps are the way to go, or maps that you can use guns that have close quarter engagement priority. I don't really hip fire that often, but sometimes I get freaked out and I have to hip fire like that. As an example, my guns are always focused around the best sight accuracy I could possibly get, and if it's not sight accuracy, then I focus on accuracy. And then last but not least, I'll focus on hip accuracy. Just because I really don't care to hip fire that much, since I'm ADSing 99% of the time. That was a really good slide shot right there with that beautiful Remington. And you know what? I think now is the time that we're going to be going ahead and swapping over to the viewer setup, which was given to us by one of our community members known as Phoenix inside of the community Discord server. It was their MP5K setup with the Mars optic, PBS1 suppressor, stubby grip, MP5K stock, and default ammo type. The purpose behind their setup, they said that they wanted to make the MP5K laser beam. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a shot. We're gonna see if it truly does beam, and we're gonna see if we like it and how we feel about it. Already it sounds good, and I really like how accurate it is. I mean, the hip fire accuracy on that one target already was pretty solid, but then again, it was also close quarters, so we'll have to see. If you guys want to end up getting your own setup in one of my videos, or an entire loadout in one of my videos, just go ahead and join the community Discord server and leave a suggestion in the loadout or setup suggestions text channel. And if I actually end up using it, I'll let you know by leaving a green checkmark emoji reaction to your message. So far, I like the laser beam. It does feel like it accomplishes the goal here of absolutely being a laser beam. And luckily we're in a close quarter map as well for the MP5K, otherwise this would probably not be as much fun. Because it's similar to the G36C in my opinion, where you kind of need to be in close quarter engagements for these type of guns to be better. But then again, that's kind of expected for most, if not all, PDWs. Now, if you guys want to see all my setups as well, you guys can check the description. You guys can find a spreadsheet down there that will take you guys to a spreadsheet full of all my loadouts. Okay, how you doing? I meant setups, but I accidentally said loadouts, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. I gotta say, it feels really solid. It definitely is a solid MP5K setup. I can see it working in quite a few engagements. I can't aim though. Oh my lord. My MP5K setup that I currently have is aimed around trying to be the best MP5K setup I can possibly make it, while also trying to keep its recoil and stuff down as well, which ended up being kind of like a assault rifle that's in the MP5K, and you can only really use it in close quarters and sometimes medium, which is why I actually really like the MP5K, is because it's actually really interesting and diverse. You can build it in multiple ways, and it usually is good regardless of the way that you build it. As an example, the first time I ever built the MP5K, it was actually a video on my channel already. The way that I built it is I made it just a laser beam as well, and that thing just beams. The MP5K just absolutely beams. You literally will be firing nothing but a laser. And the thing that's crazy about it is you can hit all your shots at any distance, but the problem with the MP5K is this damage right here. This damage at the very end. It's not ideal by any means. You're doing this much damage from distance, and the assault rifles are going to be lasering you definitely better than what you can do at 68 studs. So if you're engaging with anybody at long range distance, like combat and stuff, you're going to be outclassed by other guns most of the time. But if you're within this range right here, you should be okay. But yeah, this is a very, very, very solid MP5K setup. It wouldn't be my go-to personally, but I can see why you would like this. I can see why you recommended it, and I do gotta say it is still one of the better MP5K setups I have seen, and I can see why you like it. It's a really, really good setup. I think you did a really good job here, Phoenix. Also, just because I forgot to do this earlier, here is the full advanced stats page as well for anyone who is curious about my advanced stats for the G36C. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys. If you guys want to see more content like this one, you guys can leave a like or a comment down below. If you guys want to see more from me in general, you guys can subscribe. And if you guys want to get notified from when I do anything on this channel, you guys can hit the notification bell. Don't forget to join my Roblox group and community Discord server in the description below. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!